Welcome back to Raw is Retro. I am Lord Manny Hayes. I'm joined by
You're joined by Marcus D. Grass Benelli.
uh
Uh,
how you doing today, Marcus?
I'm fantastic, and I'm really glad. And to predict the future one more time in Jesus Road, that Mr. Man is already out at WWE as scandals have swirled, as new scandals arise.
Just
It's
to
insane.
date this is the 6th of January, not the 27th.
Yeah.
We have
You
recorded
know,
this on the 6th of January.
I know this is a late joke, and I should have put this on the 6th episode. This is the anniversary of January 6th in America, where a bunch of people stormed the Capitol. I feel like we need to storm WWE headquarters to get Vince out. Get him out!
um, so this week's episode of Raw for January the 25th, 1999 comes from the American West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Now,
Ooh,
Marcus,
that's still there.
does this still exist?
That's still there. That sounds
What
like it's
do
still there.
so this has gone through many renames.
I think I know. I think I know where it's gonna end with. I'm going with Mohican Sun.
No, you're wrong. It was the American West Arena, the US
Mm-hmm.
Airway Center,
Ooh,
Talking Stick Resort Arena,
ooh.
the Phoenix Suns Arena.
Damn, they
Uh,
lost it, huh?
it's now the Full Footprint Center.
That's a downgrade of downgrades of names.
That's a
That place is a
terrible name.
dump. That just sounds like it's a dump of America. Yeah, we're there, so it's the footprint. We're at the footprint. Why do you know it's the footprint? What the
Huh?
fuck? What business are you in? The foot fetish people finally won. Barefoot Charlotte worship. So Barefoot Charlotte worship.
That's when Barefoot Charlotte Con happened.
Yeah. So everybody watch her.
Hosted by me and you.
Welcome to another edition of Barefoot Charlotte Con.
Welcome
What
to
a show.
BC Con. Welcome to BC Con featuring Marcus and Manny.
Hey, Manny, boy, am I thrilled to be here. This place smells like feet.
Yeah. Oh. So this is coming off the Royal Rumble, which I hope you enjoyed the watch along.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure there was a lot of jokes in there. A lot of good jokes and good material. But it's one of the worst Rumbles ever, I feel like. It was chaos. Chaos, I tell you. This is
Yeah.
Austin McMahon engulfing the whole Rumble.
Yeah. So the corporation come out. It was a good night for the corporation as Vince won the Royal Rumble. The Rock got the title back from Mankind in one of the most brutal matches you would ever see in
Yeah,
1999.
I don't want to see The Rock with a chair and Mick Foley in the same room. I don't even want to see them sitting together talking with a chair. I said, what can happen to his face and head?
Shane brings out Vince McMahon to start the show. The corporation come out with the big boss as the boss carries him over their shoulders, and Vince finally has his signature theme music now. And he
Hey.
says, "I'm going to WrestleMania."
Also, we failed to update that Mick Foley finally got his theme music when he won a championship.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of signature
Uh,
themes coming into place.
Vince talks
He
about
got-
how The Rock also won last night and says that since The Rock was at ringside distracting Steve Austin, he gets the $100,000 bounty.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. You don't bullshit me with that $100,000 because it was $100,000 bounty. The Rock did nothing. He just existed.
So apparently The Rock didn't get much sleep last night. He was out partying all night, but once he got home, he broke into a cold sweat because he's facing Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. However, that's not a problem because Vince has filed paperwork to say that he's no longer the number one contender. He gets to pick a challenger though.
I would love to see said paperwork. What was the how many pages? Could this be a sentence? How many pages of paperwork? I withdraw from the Royal Rumble. Are you sure? Yeah, dotted line here, Vince. Okay, sign.
Vince,
a lot of paperwork.
Vince, you're the competition committee. You
Yeah,
you alone
you run
are the
everything.
competition.
Who are you talking to?
Who's this paperwork going to?
Who's
He
he
puts it in
calling
his
with, Linda
in-tray.
and Steph?
He puts it in his in tray. puts it on his desk, signs it, puts it back on his out tray, looks at it again. Ah.
Oh, it arrived. Typed it on a typewriter too, probably.
Vince then says Austin will never get another title shot, nor will he get another match with Vince. This brings Austin to the Tron, live from Texas. Remember that we're in Arizona. Austin says that I'm going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm going to WrestleMania, Vince. No, you're not. Yeah,
unless you're buying a ticket. Austin says he'll be at the main event, and the commissioner says so. And then we go to a wide shot, and then there's Shawn Michaels next to Steve Austin.
And know what I remember the most about this segment is this bottle of Jack Daniels when they're saying they're going over the rule book. I feel like I use that all the time for some reason in my life. Whenever there was a corrupt rule in NFL or boxing or something, they go into the rule book, and I always imagine Shawn Michaels with a bottle of Jack Daniels. We're disgusting.
Shawn says that he's giving Austin protection from himself. If Austin was in the arena tonight, he would destroy Vince, and that's not good. Apparently, Shawn has taken a look at the WWF rulebook, as you've just mentioned. It was a bottle of Jack, and then says that if the winner of the Rumble steps aside, the person that comes in second gets a title shot. Vince looks like he's about to be sick.
Which is hilarious to me. Which is 1,000% hilarious to me because it seems like a logical rule. It seems like why did Vince think of this oversight?
He did, but Marcus, he could also change the rules.
No, he doesn't have power over the commissioner.
He does. Austin says he'd love to have that title back, but he'd rather beat up Vince more. Therefore, on Valentine's Day, he's going to put up that title shot if Vince will face him in a match. If Vince wins, Austin loses the title shot. However, Austin doesn't want Vince to be able to run, so let's make it a cage match.
Yeah! A St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And I'm like, yes.
So Austin sweetens the offer, saying he'll never get another title shot if Vince wins.
And Vince's like, you're on, damn it. You're on. And they're like, you sure, Vince?
Yeah. And then an armored truck comes, presumably with Rock's money. Is
there not a way to get a more discreet $100,000? Manny, if I was going to award you with $100,000, just know it would probably be in a paper bag that says Walmart or Target or some nonsense on there. It wouldn't be a full armor truck where I'm going to announce to the world, I'm going to give you $100,000 tonight.
And then we move to our first match of the night, which was Billy Gunn versus Goldust. Why?
Because why not? You saw Sunday Night Heat, and you saw what happened at the Rumble.
We have a match. Goldust jumps Billy from behind, tries to shatter dreams in about a minute. Billy counters this by mooning Goldust.
Love the offense of the 90s. When people were like, oh, wrestling needs to go back to the Attitude Era. This was offense in the 90s.
Yeah, and then Goldust music and pyro go off again. And it's Blue Meanie dressed as Blue Dust. Billy gets a 2 off of a roll-up and a 3 off a pile driver after Blue Dust hits Goldust in the head. Oh, in the head with head.
Yes, strategically. Storytelling, everybody.
The Rock interrupts the oddities, tells them to get the hell out of the ring.
That's what I want to do every single time I see them. Y'all get the hell out of my ring.
It's
terrible. You got to disgrace.
Challenge for later tonight. Rock is done, but we cut to Mankind in the back as he hijacks the armored truck. He takes a bag of money out and heads into the arena. And Mankind comes into the arena and handing out some of the Rock's money. Which was all intense. Why is it intense?
I don't know. Because they're not doing hundreds. At least in modern day, they have faked the rest of the money. Like with the Loomis and Miz situation, they faked that shit. But with the this one, it was like, we can give him $10. I'm not a billionaire yet.
Mankind says he remembers getting hit in the head with a chair a bunch of times, but he does not remember saying he quit. Instead, he remembers being unconscious. I'm not sure you remember being unconscious. I believe you get told you were unconscious.
I don't know.
Having been unconscious before.
I've never been unconscious, but nor do I want to remember the time I was unconscious. So he may have a point here.
However, with the help of the production team, he was able to solve the mystery. We get a clip from Heat of Mankind screaming at Shane that he'll never say the words, "I quit! I quit!"
So when do you think they came up with the idea to use the microphone? Because I was under the assumption when they originally announced the I Quit match when Mick Foley was screaming, "I would never say I quit," that was it. But then they also had the Sunday Night Heat clip of saying, have him screaming, "I quit. I never said I quit. I quit."
I think they probably. I think the thinking, if you're going full kayfabe, is I think they didn't have a plan till that moment.
What are we gonna do?
He says that in a very specific way, and interestingly enough, the time when he said the words in the match, the exact same tone and speech pattern. He's done some speech analysis, Marcus. He has done some speech analysis. Also, he doesn't appear to move when he gave up, which makes The Rock angry. And Cole scream, "I knew it!"
Michael Cole figured it out. So, as a kid, I remember hearing the recording and not thinking there was a mystery behind it. And then on the next night, they were like, "This mystery." And I was like, wait a minute, this was no mystery.
Therefore, The Rock has no legitimate claim to title. Mankind wants his rematch, and he wants it during halftime heat in an empty arena match. This was actually a very clever way to make sure very few spoilers got out. As for the money, Socko is going on a shopping spree. Rock says deal, so Mankind says have a nice day.
Yeah. Was that the reason before that? Is that it's to prevent spoilers coming out? Is that why they did the empty arena? Or was it just because it was just going to be live and I thought it was just going to be live or something. I didn't know.
I think it's because I think it was probably going to be taped. Because
okay. And then why would you tune in to halftime to watch this? I thought it was the greatest halftime heat of all time. I know it's only been maybe 2, I think, in history. But
there was an NXT
I wish they did more of this. Yeah.
There's an NXT one.
I liked the concept of the halftime heat. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Because I literally turned over right away and I was like, this is awesome. And they were done as soon as the game started up. And I was like, that was perfect. And Vince was on commentary.
Was he?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And it was hilarious because The Rock would sip on Jack Daniels like, that's not what you see. That's not what you see from the corporate channel. It was like one of the last times Vince was on commentary. It was great. He was great.
We get to our next match of the night, which is Droz versus George the Animal Steel. Why is this happening? Why is this happening?
You asked for it, Manny. This is what you asked for. How dare you? You get what you want. Oh, this didn't last long, thank God. But Jesus, they threatened me with this. This was a threat. Oh, Droz coming to the ring. What's this about? I haven't seen him since the old Hawk incident.
Murder.
Yeah, he murdered Hawk and all that storyline. And now you're going to fight George the Animal Steel?
The Stooges are in the back giving the tag team champions advice of not to lose the titles. And then they also gave him some saltpeter to drink. So, to tone down their sex drive. Deborah is talking to Mark Henry, who says no one can resist her. Mark Henry comes up to hit on her, and Deborah seems interested.
Yeah, she's fully invested.
So we get a tag team title match between Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett versus Big Boss Man and Ken Shamrock. Basically, Deborah gets her tits out, almost.
Yeah.
Try to distract the Ken Shamrock and Big Boss Man.
Boss Man was fully distracted.
And then Ken eventually got distracted, but that didn't do the job. That was the word.
Yeah, the black blue blazer, the black and blue blazer
comes out trying to run.
Yeah,
and I was like, "That is a fat guy run. I've seen that run before."
Was that Coco? Was that Coco Beware?
No, that was Mark Henry.
Oh. Well, I
That was
fell
the
for it.
insurance policy. That was the insurance policy.
Damn it! I
And
thought it
then
was
when
Coco.
and then Kevin Kelly comes out and congratulates Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. But Owen Hart doesn't care about that because he's vindicated because he's not the Blue Blazer.
See, it's not me, and I'm like, wait a minute. How does this prove it's not you? He was black. He's black.
Shane and the Stooges come out. Shane has an issue with Kane. He's as he screwed over Vince. Last night after the Rumble, Kane came out, came up to Vince McMahon, sweet, and apologized. Shane invites Kane down to the ring, calls him the big fried freak. Says asked Kane to repeat the apology, but in public, Kane used the voice box. But to Shane, but Kane wants an apology. Kane on
Thought
his
we were
knees.
done with this.
Surprisingly enough, Kane does it, but that's still not good enough. Which then brings out X-Pac, who says that the corporation needs to back off.
You need to leave him alone, alright? Kane, you need to remember you were mad, okay? And y'all need to leave him alone, okay? That's my impersonation of X-Pac. Like, dude, no! You can't be doing this, alright?
Hey.
You guys can suck it.
He offers Kane a spot in DX and challenges Shane to a fight right now. This earns him a chokeslam from Kane, who apparently wanted to stay in the corporation.
This is a plan. I don't even understand this plan.
No, I don't understand anything. And then Shane...
Were they trying to get X-Pac? Was that the main target, to get X-Pac?
I don't know, because Shane gave Pac the Bronco Buster at the end. It's like, it had to be part of the plan. PMS took D'Lo shopping. They want him to get feminine hygiene products. And D'Lo seemed upset that he got recognized.
Hey, y'all, I recognize you on TV. You're D'Lo Brown.
He asked me for years to be, you better recognize.
Yeah, I know.
But there he is not wanting to be recognized.
I mean, you're D'Lo Brown. I can imagine that happening at a Walgreens. Hey, D'Lo Brown's here.
Val Venus shows his latest video, Saving Ryan's Privates.
Shamrock's sister's a whore. Again, I believe she's not really Ken Shamrock's sister, right?
No.
I don't even know the story behind her. It was a short run. But got her in the shower.
Which leads to Val Venus versus Test.
How come Val Venus hasn't learned his lesson of sleeping with people he shouldn't sleep with? He always got his dick chopped off last time he did this in wrestling.
You'd think that would be the one that would stop you from doing this.
Like, woo! I'm never doing that again.
We lead into Val Venus versus Test. Nothing of note comes out because Kane comes out, blasts Billy with a chair. Blasts Val with a chair, sending him into a pump handle slam. Billy comes out for the save, but Val thinks Billy hit him with a chair. And Val takes out the bad ankle Billy gun. Now we've got a three-way feud apparently. Why?
What was Val's logic behind this? What? I got no beef with you. We have never history with each other. None.
We then get Road Dogg and Al Snow versus Gangrel and Edge in a tag hardcore match.
Yeah, in a match that everybody remembers Edge and his tag partner Gangrel. What's he doing Christian at this time?
I don't know, but Road Dogg and Al Snow showed some thinking. They knew they were going to come from the stage. They were prepared with fire extinguisher.
Yeah. I'd be so pissed if I was them. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I'm here just sipping my yak, and then here all of a sudden, what the?
Basically, Road Dogg pins Gangrel. We don't from the help from Blue Dust.
Madness. This is madness, Manny.
We go backstage. Snow wants another title shot at the hardcore title, but wants a 2 out of 3 falls match in a hardcore match. Road Dogg says this is a deal, and then the Ministry beat them all down because Mabel was brought to the team following the Royal Rumble. Or Viscera.
Viscera now. Viscera.
as Taker is watching from his throne, saying that this will be a holy war.
Oh, my brother testified, but no. It was more. Let me sacrifice everything. This Ministry of Darkness. The Ministry of Darkness just seems like the worst thing to be a part of. I don't know why. Like it just seems like a bunch of jobbers got together. Like it's not. They're just like barely a step above the job squad, and the only reason they get respect is because the Undertaker's there in his bathrobe. That's really it.
Then we get the main event for the WWF title: Triple H versus The Rock in an I Quit match. This was actually a really good match.
Yeah. How dare they? How dare they just all of a sudden give us Triple H and The Rock
for free?
For free. I guess they didn't think Triple H was main event worthy or whatever, or title contention worthy. But this was a good match. They had good chemistry. It had logic. What logic would be there?
Yeah.
Rocco commentary.
And then the ending was perfect.
Yeah.
Triple H is about to is about to put The Rock with a second pedigree through the announce table. Mm-hmm. But then the corporation come out, Kane holding Chyna by the hair. And I think Boss Man, in his full southern twang, said, "We kill her. We're gonna kill her.
I kill it." You know, Boss Man said he'd kill anybody. I 100% believe him. I kill it. I kill it dead right now. I kill it dead. And then our second swerve of the night.
Yeah, this leads to Triple H saying he quits. But then Chyna then sides with the corporation.
Yeah, punches Hunter in the dick.
Yeah, low blows Hunter, and then that was it.
That's really it. And like, one, Chyna selling out. Okay, I don't know why we had to have two people with the swerve and the corporation in the same night. Was this like this corporation strikes back? Like, oh, we got bigger. We got the title now.
The first one with Kane and X-Pac wasn't necessarily a swerve.
X-Pac should have mind his own damn business.
Yeah.
Kane wants to be on his knees apologizing.
I do need to point out we did mention The Rock on commentary. Yeah. This is why The Rock will never be president of the United States of America. Because on commentary, he called Triple H, "You're half gay anyway."
Yes. And then I think
what does that even mean?
And then the previous, he's called him bi. I guess he's called him bi. And then I think on the previous week he called Kane, and I'm just saying what he said, and they bleeped it out. He called him a retard. Like, this is why The Rock can never be president. Because they will go to Attitude Rock and completely go, "Well, Rock, how do you feel about this?" I was in my 20s 30 years ago. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. You have gay anyway. No. I can just see them air footage of Raw.
So this is This leads into halftime heat, but we'll have a review for that on the show at some point.
Yes.
So there's no asking any other question. This is the match of the night.
By far. Is Chyna a 3-week MVP for you?
No.
Does he go for the 3-peat?
She can't 3-peat for me. For this.
All right,
she wasn't really involved in the show after that much. She was involved in the show quite a lot in the other two. I don't know. I don't know who I give main. I think maybe.
The Undertaker.
No, I'm not giving it to the Undertaker. I think I'll have to give it to The Rock.
Oh, you gonna give it to him for calling Triple H half gay? You're a fool, man. You're a fool. History is not gonna shine bright on you on this one. It's not gonna shine bright. I'm going with the safe pick of Gangrel. No. On this show, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to go Triple H. I go Triple H. Why not? And give him match of the night as well. That's a sick bet. It's not really. There was no one that really stood out that much on this show. It was more like this. It happened, and it's more the recap, and you have to Shawn and Stone Cold in the beginning and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
So that is this week's show. I feel like I'm getting lower and lower in this chair.
as weeks go by, Manny gets smaller and smaller for some reason. I'm melting.
Yeah.
I'm melting.
So that's this week's show. Make sure you tune in to the Royal Rumble watch along tomorrow with me, Marcus, and Eric, and possibly Jamal. Schedules may conflict.
Yeah, card always subject to change.
Yeah, card always subject to change. We still play it. We don't know who's going to be on the show anymore. So make sure you tune into that, like the video, and subscribe. Subscribe to the Mid-Card Mess. Join the Mid-Card Mess, where I am your still reigning, defending,
Wait a minute.
undisputed
We're at the end of January.
champion.
We're at the end of January. That's not true. That's not true at all. Well, the quote, Gamora from the Avengers. At what cost? What did it cost you, Manny? What did it cost you?
Anything this time?
I would love for that to be Thanos and they do a sequel to the Avengers. But at what cost? Not much this time. Not much. The fuck?
So make sure you like the video, subscribe once again. Stay tuned to all this channel. We're pumping out content daily now. Daily.
This will be pumping content on a pump, an old school pump that you stand on and you just off balance. Yeah. Damn it! I didn't want to do the modern pump side because it just looks horrible.
So we'll be back next week. So there's only one thing left to do, Marcus.
Oh! I didn't want to go that route after doing the pumps, Manny. I didn't want to go that route after doing the pumps. I merely want you guys to see my hands. They have not.